Downunder Derby TV.
Okay, welcome back. We're about to get underway for game 4 of the day, if I'm not mistaken. My name's Hans Oferbach, and I am joined in the commentary box by the wonderful Janice Jobbin.
Hello, Hans. How are you?
I'm doing not too bad. I really said too bad.
We have Victorian Men's Roller Derby Vanguard up against Brisbane City Rollers, the Scartel. Mosh pit, no justu. Jamming for Vanguard, not our lead jammer.
We have Drop Blair for the Scartel with lead and points and calling. We might try and rifle through some team lists here. I'll give you Brisbane City Rollers to begin with. We've got 181D, number 2 Elvis, 22 His Rolliness, 27 Judgmental, 323 Blacktooth Grinner, 34 Lurch, 35 Hank Fister, 401 Cutthroat King, 462 Gallagher, 54 Drop Blair, 7200 Tropstar, 86 Kosher, and 87 Pistol Knight.
Okay, so this jam we have Lucky Phil for the Vanguard up against
His Rolliness for the Scartel.
Thank you.
That's okay. I got one of their games earlier. I should be able to recognise them all by now. So good, tough D. If the warm-up was anything to go by, we're going to see a strong defensive game and plenty of physicality.
His Rolliness out as our lead jammer, and we have Lucky Phil as not too far.
Tail.
Yeah, not too far behind, is he?
Indeed. Here we got Scartel blockers at the back. He's going to have to call. So force a 0-0 call.
It looked like Lucky Phil just got almost like a whip there off D at the end of that jam.
Yeah. We'll take that. So top competition here for this game. We've got Australia's, when we're talking about domestic competition, Australia's number 1 team up against number 3 team from last year's Nationals.
Yep. We have Faster Chef up against, Chief, not Chef. Sorry, I haven't got my glasses.
That's all right. I called Cutthroat King Cutthroat Kid nearly all of last game. So Cutthroat King is jamming for the Scartel. So still in pack for Cutthroat King as he's stashing the star now and looking for a pass to the front.
Faster Chief is our lead jammer, doing a nice job there getting on the inside line.
So we waited until, I think, jam number 2 to see our first Apex jump.
And our first points on the board.
Indeed. Great defense. Look at this pack. This pack is existing within about 8 feet of track.
Faster Chief picking up 5 points there.
Elvis avoiding a bit of O there. Stepping back out
Faster Chief. Sorry, calling it off. I'll just call out Vanguard's lineup. We have number 5, Lucky Phil, 117, Faster Chief, 1-2, Simon Chambers, 1-2, Mosh Pit, Not Just You, 2-2, Princess Twinkle Toes, 3, Lulu, 3-6-1, Carnage, 3-9, JS, 51, Pretty Skate Machine, 511, Serial Killer, 75, Just Incredible, 82, McFly, 934, Harry Spotter, 99, Maverickity.
Nice, so on track at the moment we do have Mosh Pit Nojutsu. I'm told it's Nojutsu.
Nojutsu? Okay.
I believe, but he's fine with Moshi or Mosh, so we might stick with that. And he's not going to have lead, while we do have Drop Blair picking up lead for the Scartel. But again, really closely followed. Quick couple at the back. Did he get 1 maybe for Scartel? 1 point to 0. going to be a grind.
It is Lucky Phil once again on the track for Vanguard.
Takes me back to Hey Hey It's Saturday.
It does. Lucky Phil.
This is Lucky Phil.
My uncle actually sounded like the over voice guy.
Johnny Blackman.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
John Blackman.
He actually sounds like him, and we always used to, get him to say things like what he used to say. Just a little bit of Janice trivia for you.
I'm sure our international viewers are loving our John Blackman references. Oh, chaos going on there as everybody's just moving backwards. Someone got a clockwise for it. That'll be the Scartel pivot.
Lucky Phil is our lead jammer. Well, his rolliness, through the pack, and there's another. Did you see that apex jump there by Lucky Phil?
That one I actually missed. I'm bad. I was looking elsewhere. It's the slightest bit of interest happens somewhere on the track, and I kind of get tunnel vision sometimes. I'm like, oh, waiting. Nope. So I did miss our second apex jump of the day, but I'm sure we're going to get more. Our wonderful people on a replay over behind us, I'm sure are picking up these beautiful apex jumps.
Master Chief now for Vanguard. Up against Cutthroat King for Scartel.
See Vanguard straight off the start, just taking any space that was available to the King.
The King. I love it.
I'm going to say King as much as I can now to make up for calling him Kid for so long.
Fair enough.
Vanguard picking up lead. I'm told Faster Chief is a Halo reference from the video game.
Oh, okay. I have no idea about video games, personally.
I had no idea about Halo, but that's what I'm told.
There you go. Beautiful footwork there. Picking up 5 points there again.
The star stashed out the front. He's going to get the no pass, no penalty. He is, and complete the initial pass. So come around the score points now. Force a call off from Faster Chief. So a couple of points going on to the Vanguard's account. Make it a 12-point jam to a duck egg.
Harry Spotter now up for Vanguard. I'm not used to seeing Harry Spotter as a player on the track. I've only really known Harry as a rep.
Yeah, he goes good.
Yeah.
He's looking pretty jacked too.
I know.
He's working out.
Yeah, no, we saw. Yeah.
Looking good, Spots. Actually, referencing Spots there, I look over at the Vanguard crew, and it's there'd be 3 to 4 skaters there that I think I have worked with in Stripes. So, I mean, it makes for, a sensible style of play. You have that many former and current officials of that level as skaters. And from the days of, I think, the first game that we had in Australia for men's derby, there's a lot less calling from on the track happening. Whereas the first one, it was pretty much everybody on track asking for cuts and back blocks and everything else pretty much every time you got touched.
Oh, I remember. I was one of the original pussy whips.
Yeah.
And ref bangers. I remember. Yeah. Every time something happened, they would point out what was going on.
What are you doing? Yeah.
And I remember myself and the other people in the pussy whips actually yelling back, "Stop trying to ref. This isn't your game to ref."
Which is always not frustrating at all for a referee when you tell them they don't have a whistle.
I haven't seen anyone do it while they're doing this. I think they're too busy trying to, be the best skaters they can be on the track.
Indeed. And a high level of play is happening. Dropler now fighting at the front. Can he pick up lead over Spots? Spots so active, so agile on those skates. But he's having some trouble with his wall at the back. And that's going to see Dropler get lead.
Harry Spotter, though, out of the pack. Doing the classic speed skater pose there, coming around.
Dropler points and call. Not sure if he got bumped to the outside there, if he took himself off, expecting a quick call off. Flirting with the skating out of bounds there, perhaps.
Mosh on the track now. Up against His Holiness, His Rolliness. Oh my God, I keep doing that. It's okay. I'll get it by the end of the first half. 22 minutes to go in that first half.
Oh yeah, His Holiness skates for the Vatican, so different team altogether.
Yes, I know. I think that's because I have called that team so many times. But anyway, yep, we're on this game now.
The Vatican, of course, part of the Italian League, even though they're their own little country.
Oh, no. Who am I thinking of then? Never mind. Don't worry.
Never mind. Catholic jokes.
Mosh, our lead jammer.
So still fighting in the pack, looking for the initial.
His Rolliness, yes.
That's 5 in the sky for Moshi.
His Rolliness at the moment has got the disadvantage of only having 2 blockers, now 3 on the track to try and help him out. So soon the pivot will be back on and there will be help. But until then, Moshi is picking up all those points.
The pivot returning now. He's going to try and find a way back to his wall. Oh, gives
there
some nice
go.
O on the way through.
Some assistance there from his pivot for His Rolliness.
So that might shut down our scoring passes for the Vanguard.
Absolutely.
Oh. Nope, they're going to run it. Points are scored, so probably one more pass. He was in a position where he couldn't really see much communication coming from his bench.
Moshi taking advantage of Scartel not really paying that much attention on the outside line.
Going to keep it running. 18 seconds left in the jam. It doesn't seem like Moshi's going to look for another scoring pass in this.
No, so he is. He's called it off.
Yeah.
There you go. 11 seconds left in the jam. He's called it off.
Yeah. He would have been, I think, risking penalty and point and letting the other team score. Then if he did let it run for that last 10 seconds, he would have been attacking that pack pretty quickly to try and pick up some points. So good decision there to call.
Bit of a replay happening on our screen now. Moshi taking that outside track there.
You can see there His Holiness as well, just the defensive Vanguard standing him straight up and down. Got no drive when you're absolutely vertical.
Lucky Phil now for Vanguard.
And the King. Big hits from Lucky Phil looking at this wall.
I always find it really interesting as a skater who needs to wear glasses. I just can't wear them. But Lucky Phil has got these glasses on and he's going fine.
Yeah, we're looking at Spots has got the Spots, and I think McFly also have the sports goggles on.
Nice apex jump there by Lucky Phil. Picking up 5 points so easily.
If anyone at home's not playing Apex Jump Take a Drink, I think you're mistaken.
We should be playing that game. Why aren't we playing that game?
Are we allowed to drink? I didn't know this.
We can totally play that game. As long as we keep our swear words down to a minimum, we'll be fine.
We'll do that. We got 4 in the sky there for Vanguard, adding to their total of 9 for the jam. And another 0 on the board for Scartel. So just stretching that lead out a little bit. You wouldn't tell it by looking at the game with the way the defense and everything's going and how hard
Here's
people
our
are
apex
fighting
jump
to get
on
through.
screen.
Oh, nice.
Faster Chief now for Vanguard.
So the whole pack rolling back to the back line. It's going to be Dropware caught up. And Faster Chief just snuck through the inside. Had a very successful game earlier on in the day against Capital Carnage.
Jopler being stopped there from making any advance. Oh, no, he hadn't. I'm sorry. I almost thought that Justin Krebel had actually stopped him from getting out in front of the pack there. But no, he made it.
Nice simple points and call. The Vanguard skaters, they're just speeding it up and getting away. So there's never a chance of Scartel picking a point up there.
Harry Spotter once again for Vanguard up against the King. Very, very what's the word? Sportsmanlike there, shaking hands before on the jamming line.
So plenty of room to work here. Run up for both jammers. Spots is going to take the front shot.
The King giving Spotter a bit of a hit through there, a bit of jammer on jammer, while both jammers, are actually trying to break through those packs.
So the out of play warning being issued at the rear by Game Over to that 3-wall that was fighting there with Spots, but nothing coming from it.
The King breaking through, just incredible, trying to stop him there. And here's it. King is lead jammer. Harry Spotter is being forced back there by Scartel blockers.
Cover in hand.
The King being yelled at by his bench. He's not quite sure what to do there.
I think the King saved himself a track cut there. I think Shirley was sadly mistaken that wasn't going to be a cut if he stood.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trust your instincts, skaters.
And here's our replay. It looks like the King trying to do the apex jump there.
I don't know if we'll see it from this angle, but I'm sure he dips a toe.
No, he actually one foot inside the track and then...
That right foot dragged through the inside, so...
Yep. Mosh now up against Fisty.
It's okay to ignore your benchy if you're right. If you have video evidence that you were right.
This instant replay is amazing.
We'll use that later.
Mosh is actually through as our lead jammer now. Have we had any lead jammers yet from Scartel?
Yeah, I think we've had a couple. There's a nice little leap again for those of you playing along at home. Another apex jump.
Drink.
So a little problem there for the Scartel. The penalty was called and it seemed like everybody stopped to try and figure out who it was, and as that skater left, the wall just didn't exist anymore. And Moshi straight through. Easy points on that pass.
Yeah, it's like they're not even noticing. They're too busy trying to get their Fisty out of the pack. Meanwhile, Princess and I'm not sure who else those other blockers are there are just making a formidable wall there for Fisty. He can't get through.
This time they get their wall back together, but it looks like Simon Chambers with a little assist on the inside there. Stop the entire wall.
Meanwhile, Mosh is on like 20 points.
It's a big jam.
It doesn't stop.
He's still got 40 seconds too. He could be looking at 30, 35 if he gets any more of those easy passes. And there's another one. Not taking a lot of time there. So that was 5 seconds from outside the engagement zone to out the front of the engagement zone.
Yeah. So Mosh is starting to look a little bit tired. I don't know why. Come on, man.
Take your time when you're not in the pack to suck that air in, I guess. And
you get the next jam to rest. Come on.
So 14 seconds, you'd assume this will be his last scoring pass. Simon Chambers picking up a penalty.
Princess and Pretty Skate Machine making it really hard there for Blair to get through.
There we go.
Feisty to get through.
It's a 29-point jam. That's tongue-tied Janice Jobham here.
And here's our replay of Moshi's apex jump. Do you think that the people playing at home should actually have a drink for the replay apex jumps as well?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Hashtag drink responsibly.
Hey, I'm not telling them what to drink. I'm just saying.
True, yeah. Keep the kettle boiling. Probably go with a pot rather than a tea bag of your tea.
Master Chief here. Sorry. Master Chief here against his rolliness. Both jammers like trying to fight here against the opposing blockers. Chief through though as our lead jammer.
There is some good shutdown hits on the outside, little exit hits, getting those jammers out of bounds. It's just that snapping it back to getting into a wall and having another crack at them when they get back on. They're sort of lacking just right now. Which means, you're probably going to let yourself get bumped out if that's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Master Chief just coming straight through again on that inside. But here comes his rolliness. through. Not lead jammer, unfortunately, however, is out of the pack.
Just incredible, just setting up some nice offense there. While his jammer's still half a lap away, he's pointing and telling people where to be, trying to open up those little lanes. Didn't work that time, but I think we got points still. 10 for the Vanguard, and another duck egg for the Scartel. While we're talking about skaters that look good, Carnage is looking fine in those tights. Shout out to you, Carnage.
I like him.
We seem to have an official review.
Official review.
Coming from the Scartel.
Yep. I think it's going to be on the jammer. There was actually, from our point of view, I did think that he had illegally re-entered in that first initial hit. It wasn't our replay, but, you know, it's up to whether the refs saw that and whether they actually thought that that was what happened as well. So,
yeah. So we'll see there that Victorian penalty board, just the one penalty there. Simon Chambers, I think, picked up in the last jam, if I'm not mistaken, perhaps the one before, because he is sitting in his bench. He's the only one that's picked up a penalty for a Victoria men's roller derby.
Wow.
There's that whole ref knowledge.
Keeping it tight there, Vanguard.
We've got a little bit more action on the Scartel board. We got 3 there for Elvis early, a couple for Lurch, and a couple of skaters with 1.
Not quite sure. I'll see if I can find out what's going on.
We're hoping that we're going to get a little bit of microphone action from the middle here, and they'll let us know.
So in these games, we've actually got a microphone in the middle of the track with the head ref, so that they can actually call out what the official review was for and what the outcome is.
It's much better than us exhausting our cardio, running to the centre and getting involved.
I've climbed over tables, I've climbed under tables, I've done anything I could to try and make sure I got those results.
The last game I did, the head ref thought that I was one of the bench staff and told me I wasn't allowed to be there.
Oh, really?
That's
because you do it so often. We'll just find out what the results were and what's happened.
Here we go.
BCR red team called an official review on a potential cut for the white jammer. After discussion, we have decided not to award in this case.
So there you go, the no call stands. Loss of official review for the Scartel. 12 minutes left on the clock in the first period.
Okay, so that official review was actually for that cut done by the white jammer, but it has been denied.
Same instance as well. I think it was good work by the red jammer to know that he had been bumped out of track by the white jammer, and he re-entered legally as well, so it's good work there. But we are a full steam ahead on the action here with Drop Blair fighting that Vanguard tripod out the front.
And lucky Phil there for the Vanguard once again, jamming, fixing up a knee guard on the way, but don't take too long because...
Drop Blair is tracking you down.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there we go. An apex jump there by Lucky Phil and calling it off at the same time, picking up 4 points.
Synaptic Kid here on BCR bench looking for 2.
Yeah. No, they did get it. They got the 2. So that's 4 and 2, although it's not showing on the board yet.
Not on the board yet, so...
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that until it's official. They have caught me out in the last game, though, with a few late entries.
The ref did hold up 2 fingers, so I'm assuming that it's supposed to be going up.
Indeed.
Every point counts, eh?
Mm-hmm. It's a Cutthroat King fighting at the back.
Up against Spotter.
Spots is just right in the middle of that pack. Bump to the in, back to the out. Makes a whip off his skater.
Spotter with some fancy footwork getting a track cut.
Well, I thought he had lead awarded then, but we've already had Cutthroat King going for a track cut as well. So this is going to be a fast turnaround here in the box.
Very fast turnaround because here comes King out again. Spotter's not far behind, back on the track.
Cutthroat
Scooting
King
past everyone.
Stashed the start. Spot said, no, I got this. He'll come out and go straight through.
This will be a 2-minute jam now.
Using some of that time in the gym there to just obliterate the wall.
Spotter doing some nice bouncing on his toe stops there. King's through with the star on.
So a no pass, no penalty, but must have had all 5 points in his pocket already.
Yeah, Spotter's already picked up 5. Nice little huddle there.
Indeed.
Spotter's out again.
One thing Spots always does well, he's very patient as a jammer. He's quite happy to just sort of lean on the back of that for a little while and think it out.
Absolutely. Take the time to figure out where to go, where to put your feet next. King's not far behind, however. Oh.
That's going to stop him that time.
Gallagher not quite sure what the refs are calling there as he took Spotter back.
Cutthroat King's going to get through. Is there a call? Looks like Izzy might have called a cut. No, he's still on track. We're good. Good to go on 4 in the sky for Cutthroat King.
Gallagher giving Spotter a really hard time there, and he's actually been sent to the box for his efforts. But, you know, he's really
putting in work.
There you go. There's that hit there by Gallagher, but it's quite high, so I'm guessing that's why he went. I didn't see what he actually got from the refs, but anyway, game on.
Indeed. See if I can see it on the lovely Nighthawk as we start to lose a little bit of ambient lighting. Nighthawk's really coming into its element here, so I should be able to see it here for a second. We'll check what that call was. Meanwhile,
Mosh Pit, our lead jammer up against his rolliness. Mosh Pit once again, another apex jump. Waving to the crowd. I don't know why, and another one, I don't know why these teams are actually, you know,
parking
hanging
on the apex?
Yeah, parking on the apex, because, you know, this is a jammer who has clearly been jumping in the apex every single chance that he has got.
I think his rolliness is having such a hard time there as well that their mindset might change to just get him out, get this initial finish with, and they're kind of forgetting which part of the track they're on. And just trying to get that done. So, credit to Vanguard for getting him in that mindset.
Here you go. I reckon it's another one. Is it? No, he's taking the outside.
He doesn't like turn 3.
There you go.
Little shimmy, shimmy, whoosh, though. Big upper body fake. Straight past the final blocker there. As Hank Pfister puts a hit on McFly.
His rolliness is just finally through. Finally. Mosh is up the back. I think he's going to call it off. He is. There you go. After 23 points in that jam alone for Mosh.
I'd say that's it.
Lucky Phil. And
that's Drop Lair.
Drop Lair. Bit of love on the jammer line.
Hugging it out. We'll hug it out, then we'll go to war.
Yeah, absolutely. Lucky Phil just didn't even bother anyone there. Just, I'm going to walk the inside line here.
2-step cami toe straight up the inside.
Yep. Beautiful side turn there to try and get through the pack of Scartel players.
5 up.
Just incredible, really giving Drop Lair a hard time there.
And we're falling into the turn 1 apex again. There's another little hop. He's going to add another 4 to Vanguard's total. I'd say the only people having more fun with those apex jumps is our wonderful photographers parked down there on the correct turn by the look of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
I always make jokes with my jammers that the apex jumps are always for the photographers, and maybe that's why they're not happening on turn 3.
You know, I remember they used to have a little square in the centre of the track for the photographer. Kim Lee used to actually stand in the middle there and get some beautiful shots.
Yeah. We still take advantage of it up the Central Coast, 9 times
You
out
do?
of 10. Yeah,
Yep,
we still
that's great.
Plonk a couple down. We want to look after our togs.
Master Chief here up against the King, I think.
I believe so.
Yes, it is the King.
But he's going to continue to fight in the pack as Master Chief is out with lead and entering the engagement zone as we speak. In front of one of the Scartel blockers already. A nice casual call off. I think you can tell how much control is there for, by the urgency of the hand signals on the call off. I mean, you're seeing a nice relaxed call off. You know, there's not a lot of pressure coming for the opposing team to score points.
Absolutely.
When they get those frantic hip taps, that's when you know they're about to score and we're going to the line. But good control at the moment for Vanguard.
Spotter up against Feisty. Fisty or Feisty?
I think it's Fisty.
I think it is Fisty
It's
too.
Hank Fister.
What a tight group that is.
Not a lot of breathing room there.
No, Spotter through as our lead jammer. Fisty trying to push through still at the back. Getting some assistance there from his pivot.
Spot's looking to the outside. Getting bumped out there.
Maintaining to do some fancy footwork.
Little arm juke to the out and tries it back on the in, but caught up again in that diagonal.
You know, Just Incredible's on the track again.
Yep.
Has he actually had a break?
I don't know.
No, I don't know either. We should take note of this because
I'm sure he'll tell us.
that's quite a lot of times that I've seen Just Incredible on the track.
Very much an anchor, I think. Justin, good voice out there.
Spotter running through that inside line there. I played against Just Incredible.
Yep.
He is really just incredible.
He's very derby smart.
Oh,
There's no denying
amazing.
it.
Amazing.
I think if I had one blocker left out the front to stop a jammer, I'd choose him, I believe.
Yes, yes.
Spots struggling through and getting there.
Oh, he's through.
Plenty of breathing room over about 98% of this track at the moment because we are contained in a small bubble here as a pack. The pass happening to the outside. It is completed legally. But the star's going to end up in the same place, at the back of the pack.
Spotter stopping there in the middle of the pack, I think trying to get his blockers to try and take someone back. He's
Probably taking a breather. I wonder if it's
yeah. Let's waste a little bit of time, I guess. With only 1 minute and 55 seconds left in this half, yeah, why not? Let's waste some time. Although, looking at the score...
It's always in the back of your mind too, I think,
Yeah.
when a star pass occurs and you think, well, that's not their preferred jammer.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just have a breather here and we might run long, but we're getting the call there anyway. So keeping him to 0 and keeping that mental game of zeros on the score sheet, I think.
We have Mosh Pit Not Jutsu up against Dropler. Mosh being sent to the back there while Dropler's fighting against Vanguard at the front, but it looks like Vanguard bridging it out there, making it a bit harder.
Mosh Pit no Jutsu somehow staying in bounds there at the back. I'm sorry, that was my ooh, in case anybody was wondering.
That's fine. I'm just trying to see what you're seeing. I'm watching the front, you're watching the back. It's all happening.
He was getting a little bit of limbo going on there, trying to stay in bounds.
Mosh Pit.
Big hit to the outside.
Although Mosh Pit's through, he is not lead jammer. Dropler is, and Dropler looks like he's on the floor. He's being told to call. I don't know whether he will. If he is calling it. It looks like.
And from memory, in the first game, I think he took a shot to the abdomen on his right side, and he appears to be holding his left side now. So being a little bit tenderised today, perhaps.
2 points there to Vanguard.
We're just going to get the lovely people of St John's First Aid over to have a look.
Okay, so we have Lucky Phil on the track for Vanguard, and it is half time. Sorry, we won't have anyone on the track.
Indeed it is. So not happy for Dropler to be seeing the medics as we go into the half, but of course that's as much time as you're going to get to hopefully recover and get the all clear from them and back to your bench. So
Absolutely.
A little 15-minute break. You'll see the penalty board there for the Scartel. Fairly clean, fairly well spread across the board, and you'll also see that not a lot of jammer penalties. I know the earlier game we had a lot of cuts on jammers and things, and I seem to have sorted that out.
Yeah, they're really keeping it clean with the jammers, aren't they?
Yeah. So as we in-house, here we go. Well, look at that Victorian board.
Wow.
That's a clean game.
It's a really clean game.
Wow. Well done, Vanguard.
Absolutely.
Troubling the scorers, but not so much the referees. Yeah, that's just a really clean game. It's hard to compete against that.
Yep.
On that note, I think we might give you a little break. We've got about 9 minutes left until we kick off the second half, so we'll give you a little break. Go and fill that kettle up because you're going to need that tea for the Apex jumps. And we'll leave you with some wonderful replays and advertising and things like that. Thank you for the first half, Janice. I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Hans. See you. Hello and welcome back to the second half of our Scartel versus Vanguard game. We have 20 seconds until we start to roll again, until game on moles.
Yeah, we're back on time. Huzzah!
We are. We've come prepared.
Yes. Nighthawk looking splendid in the centre of the track there, all fluoro and lit up.
We have one of our Vanguard, actually just incredible, in the box at the moment, making it to Scartel's advantage. Our our jammers are Mosh Pit. I'm going to say it, no jutsu.
That's what we're told.
No jutsu.
No jutsu.
And his rolliness on the track for our jammers.
I think you have to separate the TSU at the end, I think is the thing. If we had a capital T there, I think it would be much easier.
I could read it.
It's like tsu, like shih tzu. So I did have a quick chat to Just Incredible in passing during the halftime break and said, did you have a break? He said that he thinks he's only doing about 3 out of 5 at the moment.
Okay,
in the first half.
Mosh Pit actually being forced out there by Scartel Elvis.
His rolliness is going to pick up lead though. He's going to seem to have a little bit of trouble with his knee pad. I believe he was the man who lost the knee pad completely and it became an ankle pad in the first game of theirs today.
Mosh Pit through now, not lead jam.
His rolliness being told to call it, but thinking, no, I'll have another crack. I think his bench thought that he had the points already, so they were very keen for the call-off with plenty of room before Moshi got there.
I think as well, Scartel were watching Just Incredible coming out of the bin there, so they were like, quick, hurry up, call it before he gets out, but, you know, Just Incredible.
To no avail.
His time was up. He was on the track. Lucky Phil up against Cutthroat King now.
Vanguard really enjoying this backline starts here today, just really taking all of that space off the Scartel jammers.
It seems to be really working though for them as well, because it's also, it's holding back the Scartel jammers. Meanwhile, they're creating that space for their own jammers to come through, and Scartel the blockers just don't seem to be able to control those fast, hard-hitting jammers.
Well, I think Scartel as well, not really backing up onto that wall and sort of reinforcing that wall, just giving a bit of space there. So there is enough room for the Vanguard jammers to slip through as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Get a little bit of a runoff and just hit it. Keeping it tight and maybe would stop that jammer from actually getting through and getting any advantage at all.
Yeah, having choices and lanes.
Yeah, Lucky Phil is our lead jammer now.
He is. It took a while, but he is. I thought he picked it up a little bit earlier as he got knocked down, but the finger did not go up. So he has it now, and points on the board. And strolling through the inside on that one.
Yeah, he did that the last one too.
So Cutthroat King having some real issues at the back there now. He stashes. His pivot's busy blocking a jammer though, so I don't know how much assistance he's going to get there. Pivot in a bracing position. Gallagher offers some O on the inside. Oh, and a revenge hit.
He almost lost his ankle there, the King. One of the Vanguard blockers, number 51, almost fell on his ankle.
Gallagher, though, great work getting that revenge hit in and making sure that he had nobody to cut. Oh, squeezed to the inside, Nicole. Any points on that pass? He's going to get 3. So it looks like a 21-point jam for Lucky Phil. Or were they really snappy on that one and we got 18? I'd say with a 3-point pass at the end, it's probably 18 total. So 186 playing 26 in Vanguard's favour. A 160-point lead early in the second half.
Varsity Chief is our jammer for Vanguard. Up against Dropler for Scartel.
Black teeth grinner there with shutting down a lane by sort of poleaxing Simon Chambers across it so that the jammer couldn't get through. There's going to be 5. Dropstar returning to the track for Scartel. As I'm pretty sure the only blocker that got a piece of Varsity Chief then was in white.
Dropler taking off the star to sneak through there.
The apex jump was good. Might have got one hand on the inside of the track, but that doesn't count for much. So coming out of half time, seems like Vanguard's got the afterburners on. They're taking no time to get back into the rhythm. As for Dropler, I'm not sure if we'll see him again today. I was fortunate enough to walk past First Aid and see them tying up one of those lovely little aircraft bags.
Oh no.
So I don't know how he may be feeling, but we may not see him again today.
I thought I was just calling him. No?
Dropler?
Yeah, I thought I'd...
Oh, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe I just missed that. I definitely didn't miss his...
Moshi up against his rolliness. I don't know. Look, I don't have my glasses on. This is a really hard time for me. I'm doing the best I can.
It's a hard time of the day too, where sort of daylight's fading and the artificial light taking over. It messes with you a bit. I do hope he is back. I hope it's nothing too serious.
Absolutely. Not fun at all.
Yeah. His rolliness though, getting through and coming around to attack for points. Vanguard's going to get a picture-perfect call-off just as he gets to the back of the pack.
Absolutely. Bench managers there from Vanguard, keeping it super tight.
20 collider all over it.
Lucky Phil now on the track against Dropler.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There's my eyesight that's failing.
My eyes did not deceive me.
There you go. Well, I always say at training, if you've got to spew, spew and skate. Get it out of your system and get back on the track.
Chuck and roll.
Yep, that's it.
Lucky Phil trying to sneak that outside, but Dropler took it instead. Dropler is that lead jammer in this half, and this jam, sorry. Dropler back around again, picking up 4 points. Lucky Phil is out of the pack, and it's been called off by Dropler.
Lucky Phil was so all over that call-off. He took it from the Scartel bench and just stopped skating before the call-off even came.
He's just like, screw this, I'm not going to go any further.
I'm out. They're going to call it.
Yeah, save my energy.
So, yeah, on Vanguard's benchy Honey Collider, I believe that she was benching last weekend for the Junior Nationals, the VRDL Small Stars, who I believe took our top spot up there. So, obviously looking for 2 benchy wins 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah. Cutthroat King now up against Faster Chief. Faster Chief is our lead jammer.
If you have lost picture at home, this will be temporary, but stay with us on sound. Faster Chief around the outside. We'll try and go play-by-play at the moment. He's around the outside, and he seems to have 4 in the sky. And it's Cutthroat King. No, 5 in the sky for Faster Chief. He's going to attack for points with Cutthroat King. Fast approaching behind. He's going to get the call-off, though, around the apex jump. Apex. And we'll have a 5-zip on that jam, and you have picture back.
You kicked butt at that, I have to say. Well done. You just took that and took control, and it was amazing.
Straight edge too.
I didn't even. I was like sitting back, just going, "Nah, I'll let you do your thing." It was really, really well done. Well, here's Rolliness now up against Spotter for Vanguard. Obviously, his Rolliness for Scartel.
Spotter giving no space there.
No, Spotter getting all the space on the inside, though, from the Scartel blockers. He is through as our lead jammer. Just snuck on that inside there. Lots of... Oh, no.
So
Stop myself
Fister's
before
going to go.
Spotter calling it off before any points could be scored there by the Scartel jammer.
So 3-0. Keeping it subtle. Scartel up to 30 points now. With Vanguard out in front on 218. Only one time out so far being used by the Scartel. That's all we've seen go. So they came to play, not to stop.
They have Serial Killer now. First time jamming on the track.
And that is not a jam start.
No.
By the sound of things.
And not quite sure what's going on.
Well, it's a delay of game, I believe, coming for the Scartel for not fielding a jammer.
There you are.
Boom, boom, boom.
I thought you must have been in the box, but I couldn't see from this angle.
That's what I thought. No, that's a pivot cover down there.
No.
Yep, no jammer. Of course,
jammer.
the new rule set saying that no jammer on the track. That's an automatic delay of game.
Yep.
So there you go, ref bingo, in case you haven't seen one of those yet, because I have not. Mark that off your card. And, of course, you get to use that lovely little delay of game hand signal as we see lead going to Vanguard.
Serial Killer. Cutthroat King stuck there behind a formidable wall of Vanguard lockers.
She's going to treat that like he's Wheat Bix and smash through that.
Serial Killer just like going on the inside, around the inside.
Keeping that knee up just for long enough to score the points. Been deemed upright and pick up all 5.
Cutthroat King, unfortunately, still stuck in there. It looks like he has taken off his star. See if that's going to give him an advantage. Yep, it has. And
now he's got Justin.
No, he's met Justin at the front. And I'm not sure who else that is at the front with Justin, number 3.
Oh, my goodness. This is why I don't play.
That's just ridiculous. Have you ever played Harms?
Yeah, I had a couple of games in Vegas at RollerCon, and I've had one game. I think it was the first game in New South Wales we played over here. I
Okay.
had that for the Lucky Charms. Go to Lucky Charms. Forget the handsome fellows. Yeah. I have way too many concussions to be taking part in this.
No worries. Fair enough.
We'll go against all medical advice ever.
That last jam there, Serial Killer picking up 14 points for Vanguard. His first jam of the day, of the game, I should say. I don't know what else he's done today. I can't back that up.
Yeah, no, I didn't see all of VRDL. Didn't see all of Vanguard's game today.
Hey,
their first game.
It's so easy to do. It's so easy to do.
It is, of course. We've got from Canberra as well. Carnage's, I guess, sister league, the Varsity Derby League. They're VDL, and I'm constantly calling them VRDL as well. Mm-hmm. So, damn you, anagrams. But we are in a team timeout now. It'll be the Scartel second one. Speak of the devil, and the devil appears. It'll be their second timeout of the game. So a little break to reassess as we are up to a 198-point lead.
Just over 18 minutes left in the game. Scartel 30 points, Vanguard on 228. Keeping it clean by the looks of those penalty boards there, Vanguard, keeping it very clean.
I'm pretty sure they have 4 times as many penalties now as they had in the first half. 4.
Yeah. Drop Blair and Mosh Pit up now, giving each other a little fist pump on the jam line. Nice sportsmanship. Is that the right word? Sportsman?
Let's go with that.
Yep, sweet.
Oh, Simon, last effort, manages to take the jammer down. Well, the new jammer after the star pass from Scartel, and that wall just resetting in front. Gallagher again coming in to offer some offense. And Simon is going to try and take the pivot now jammer back. And a cut called. I thought he must have known something we didn't know, but turns out he did have to end it behind Simon.
And unfortunately, he has the star in his hands.
Indeed.
So that means that Scartel is on track without a jammer. So it is a power jam.
Boom, boom, boom. Well, not for long.
No, not for long. Moshpit just getting a...
Another superior assessing a cut on the outside.
Goodness. Moshpit just getting a cut on the outside, getting in trouble off his bench manager, which is what I would do to one of my players if I was going to be a bench manager in this.
I'm not sure if it was for getting the penalty or for complaining about the penalty.
Ah, yeah. Well, he got a waved finger. Yeah. That's enough.
Like, sit down, shut up,
down.
shake it off.
Exactly.
Good game to play.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Get in the seat. Moshpit back on track. So is Drop Blair.
Yeah, so quick stops for both and some nice toe work around the outside for Moshi. Get through and put another 5 on the board.
20 seconds left in this jam. It's nice now seeing that people aren't going to be getting penalties, cut track penalties for their skates accidentally slipping over back onto the track again like it used to be.
Yeah.
No, you like it? You're like, I'd go home.
Well, like, cut's a cut, in my opinion.
Yeah, but they, correcting yourself and getting back on the track, I think it keeps the game flowing a bit nicer than what it is.
They're the rules of roller derby. I'm going to abide by them. But.
So, men's roller derby, are actually following the WFTDA rules? Is that what's happening, or are they changed slightly?
I believe the way to say it is that the MRDA rules are the same as the WFTDA rules.
Sweet, thank you very much.
They're the same rule set, but they follow the men's rules.
Yes, okay, no worries. Thank you. I wasn't quite sure if they went under the...
It's the same rule set, but
yep.
I don't know how people feel about saying, like...
No, of course. Sorry, yes. Sometimes I get tongue-tied. Oh, jammer on jammer action there, not in Lucky Phil's favour. He ended up on the floor. His rolliness maintaining all 8 wheels on the ground.
Yeah, so I think officials-wise as well, the whole certification and everything crosses over and everything as well.
Okay. Yep.
So I don't think there's any separation really, and everyone's working together.
Yep.
I think they're just different names on the front page. I think.
Absolutely. Okay. Cool. No, I was curious on my drive up here. I was wondering whether there was anything I needed to know.
They're clearly not taking the excessive hitting rule from Junior Derby.
No.
We're not using that one.
Yep.
There's a nice move up the inside past the Chief. Grabbing lead. as Cutthroat King, again, I'm getting to know that gold helmet pretty well because he's spending a lot of time at the moment with that star in hand.
Master Chief being knocked out there by Scartel blockers.
And now he got hit hard too. He's just checking that his shoulder was in place
Yeah,
still.
he was, wasn't he? Cutthroat King still with the panty in his hand. Seems to be doing that a lot this game to help make it through the pack. Seems like it's a little bit quiet now, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I mean, when the game
They're all
sort
gonna-
of boils down and we've just got Wall with a jammer behind it,
Yeah.
there's not a heap to talk about.
Whoa.
But another little apex jump there.
Apex jump there by Faster Chief.
And another crackle through your speakers from Hans getting too excited.
And he's getting told, get ready, set, call it off by the bench manager there from Vanguard. Yep, and high fives. Harry Spotter up again for Vanguard. Up against his rolling.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Canage.
Canage there.
Canage from Vanguard there, just thanking you all for watching. And we thank you as well. Thank you for skating, Canage. Love your work.
What a cutie.
I know it's coming later because he is a hugger and I know I'm going to get...
I know.
I should have got some before he skated.
All the more love.
Yeah.
It will stay on your suit jacket for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I'm going to visit the dry cleaners this week.
You love it. Harry Spotter is just
Got the
star
pass
pass. Yeah.
His rolliness picks up lead and he's going to get a pass on.
JD, is it? JS, sorry,
Is
JS.
he going to get it?
No points scored there by JS.
Freudian slip there for the JD.
Yes. I don't even drink the stuff. Okay. Pretty skate machine once again having a jam for Vanguard up against Drop Blair. Just over 12 minutes left in this game.
Is that what we have on sheet? So on sheet for VRDL, we have 9-9
Yeah, sorry.
Mavericky.
McRickety.
On the back of his shirt, I saw this earlier and I loved it because it has problems. So he clearly has 99 problems.
But a shirt ain't one? No, his name? I don't know.
So we have some confusion between our paperwork and shirts.
Yeah,
But
sorry guys.
let's stick with what we have on paper. So if you're not Mavericky, you're skating well. But being taken back this time, he's had a little bit of trouble with the Scartel D.
See, when they got out there, Pretty Skate Machine was actually jamming, so that happened.
He's just messing with us now.
I know. I should go home. Poor little thing's confused.
So we're going to have a 2-minute jam here. I'm not sure if Scartel did pick up lead while we were talking about 99 problems before going to the box or not, but the star was removed from Mavericky / problems helmet, so no opportunity to earn lead after that. So we're going to go for 2 minutes, which we have about 40 seconds left of. Big hit at the back there. It was Gallagher in the way, I believe. Oh, and he's searching clockwise now for a hit.
A bit of backwards skating there by 99 problems. McRickety, 99 problems.
Pretty skates ain't one.
Skating backwards ain't one.
Super chill lap on the outside. Let's pick up 4. Honey Collider getting her wall to the front. Communication from the bench. Another jam the lap. So 3 points there. 2 blockers and a jammer on that one for the Vanguard jammer. We have the ThunderQuads over in the corner of the room beginning to warm up for their next game. I believe they've got Smash up next.
I think so. And I have heard that they are extremely loud.
They are loud. They're also supreme dancers on their skates in their warm-up. So.
Cutthroat King now up against Mosh Pit again. Mosh Pit, our lead jammer.
Almost didn't recognise Cutthroat King with the star on his helmet at the moment. So I was looking for the gold helmet. Just keeping it on this time.
Someone in the last game actually had a helmet lost. It came off halfway through a jam.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's never good.
Yeah, in the first half, Mel actually said she'd never seen that before in a game, and I had to agree, actually. I've never seen that.
Yeah, I've seen in the US, and that was back when we were doing gear checks and stuff too. So
yeah,
good that all of that rubbish has stopped because, well, it's going to change after the game begins anyway.
Yeah.
But 5 in the sky for Moshi. Now we see the gold TSG helmet of Cutthroat King. That's the second time today I've mentioned TSG as the Star Pass happened, so I just want to say we're not selling TSG stuff or anything. So.
D is now our jammer for Scartel, and Moshi being told to call it up there by the benchies of Vanguard.
So turning into a real clinical performance towards the back end of this game for Vanguard. Obviously, I mean, they've done extremely well in the first half as well, but it just seems to be like we're just taking care of business now. We see Dropstar sitting on 5 penalties for BCR. Gallagher and Elvis on 4.
Okay, just finding out the reason why Dropstar's penalties were orange was because he's on 5.
I believe it's to draw our attention to it a little quicker.
Okay, we have his rolliness as lead jammer up against Faster Chief.
Rolliness with lead. Nice little hop from the JR.
Yeah, I saw that.
Points for Faster Chief. 4
Nice.
against 3 against the lead. And Vanguard are loving that. Especially Canage. I think he's about to cry. He loved it that much. See on replay here. Boom, boom, boom.
There we go.
Grab him. Pumped.
I think he is going to cry. Or did he get hit in the face?
Misdirected high five.
Okay. Oh, Spotter being forced out there by Dropler. Spotter, though, making it through. Dropler is our lead jammer. Spotter being knocked over.
Trying to take a big whip. It would have been spectacular if it came off. It would have been an airborne pass, I think, around his skater.
Dropler taking off. Spotter taking off the panty just so that he can sneak through there, which was successful.
I believe Drop Bear has lead, but hasn't made it out of the pack yet.
There you go.
Or hasn't exited the engagement zone, I should say.
Yep. Spotter not picking up any points there for his efforts of skating super fast.
Oh no, I must be wrong. They got 2 points, so I've obviously missed a lap somewhere.
Scartel did make 2 points, yes. Make. Score.
I thought he was swallowed back up, but my bad. This is what happens when you try and get off sugar.
Are you going off sugar?
Trying.
Ah.
It's very difficult. Sugar's everywhere.
Yeah, it totally is. I wish you luck. Serial killer for Vanguard.
Big push.
Up
He's
against
about 30
Gallagher.
degrees on that push.
Gallagher's a hard hitter. I was watching Gallagher earlier and some really good hits, especially like on Spotter in that one jam earlier.
Yeah.
So interesting to see whether there's that powerhouse for jamming.
I think he's been the go-to today as well for the offensive blocking. So interesting to see how they do and who's going to assume that role while he is battling this triangle wall at the back here.
Here comes the star pass
Or does it?
Yes, no, oh, yep, there it is. Star
Nicely
pass
done.
now. Gallagher's passed it on. Elvis is now our jammer. Whether he gets through. Not through, unfortunately. 4 points for Vanguard. Serial killer. We have Mosh Pit up against number 22, which is his rolliness once again.
A little interesting, actually, the ThunderQuads, over in the corner there. Not as dancing and as boisterous as they were earlier. Maybe they're sort of looking at this scoreboard and how the game's being played and getting a little concerned about it. I believe they meet the Vanguard tomorrow, as we see the initial pass being completed by his rolliness. As Moshi is going to be picking up points. Yeah, he hasn't called, so his holiness is going to grab some too. Waiting for points to go up. It's 3 for the Scartel. And 4 for Vanguard. So a +1 advantage on that jam.
Yep. Points for Vanguard in Vanguard's favour, sitting 293 to Scartel 41.
Scartel are going to use up their last time out. Still the official review in pocket, but with 3 minutes to go. So, yes, under timeout conditions, 3 minutes to go. Clear up a little debris from the Vanguard bench area. Justin didn't seem too phased by it. But there we see VCR's penalty board again. We haven't seen the Vanguard one yet that I've noticed, but I'm going to say it's still pretty clean.
I think it's going to come now that you suggested it, Hans.
It might. I don't want to put any pressure on anyone.
Any minute
Our
now.
wonderful producers.
We have a
touch me on.
replay.
We have a replay.
What's our replay?
Watching it myself. Oh, it's that beautiful 4-point pass there.
Yeah.
It did come on about the pass did come on maybe about the 4th tap of the hips. Yeah, get pumped for that, but maybe a sharper call off in the middle. It might have been a perfect call off.
We have Cutthroat King up against Lucky Phil. Lucky Phil trying to take that inside line and finding himself on his backside.
Nice offense there from D coming back from the box. Round the outside, the inside and wrapping up the blocker, but doesn't get the job done. Lucky Phil attacking for points. Cutthroat King again, star in hand. It'll take some mental toughness to keep going at this.
It really does. It totally does. Lucky Phil calling it off. I think there's something happening with his face. A hit to the face, perhaps.
I was going to say, that's one way to put it. There's something happening with his face.
Oh, yeah, no, a hit to the face. There's a bit of blood bottles and things. I hope he's okay. He's with the medics. Okay, we have Pistol Knight. Is that right?
I believe he likes it to be pronounced Pistol Knight.
Pistols. Oh, there you go. It's in our paperwork. I'm trying to read off the back of shirts here.
Actually has 2 eyes in it as to how we're supposed to pronounce it. So maybe is it Pistol Knight?
Pistol Knight. Up against Feisty. Oh my goodness. Faster Chief. Faster Chief is our lead jammer here. Apex jump. Oh, he's on his backside.
2 skates down first before his butt hits.
Yep,
so points
absolutely.
going up for that. Oh, we're here. Shout out the Feisty Cuffs as well if you're at home watching.
Feisty Cuffs?
Yeah, well, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I feel like every time you mispronounce Faster Chef, it's going that way.
Yeah.
Is it not? No, that's what it's happening.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like Feisty.
Feisty Cuffs, yeah. Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that, but okay.
I don't know.
It looks like Vanguard's getting a couple of different jammers out now. Oh no, it's 99 again, who is 99 Problems on the shirt. However, Mavericky on our paperwork.
He's going to have lead anyway. Whatever your name is, you got lead. So good job.
Ooh.
Well, we've got Mavericky being called over house as well, so they're going with paperwork. We'll go with that as well.
Picking up 5. Making it 300 now for Vanguard. 305, sorry.
Yeah, big differential here in this game. Vanguard going strong. Of course, their first game today, they rested Justin Credible and Harry Spotter. So back into this game.
Okay. Interesting. Looks like it is over. The period has finished. It is the end of the game.
That will do it.
Unofficial timeout. The score is Scartel 41, Vanguard 310.
And it would seem that we are now official. Oh, we have the game-ending whistle anyway. There we go. Final score, up 310 to Vanguard. Scartel 41, no changes. Everyone here supremely happy with themselves over that game. Extreme mental toughness from the Scartel skaters to keep going all the way to the end of that game.
There really was.
Battling hard against such a killer defense and the way that the Vanguard were finding holes through for their jammers as well.
Amazing work there from both teams.
So that was Australia's 1 plays 3 with our number 1 seed from Nationals coming out on top. Your next game, it will be the ThunderQuads of Buenos, Argentina, taking on Sydney City Smash. So that's 13th in the world, taking on number 2 in Australia. And this is going to be an absolute blockbuster.
Amazing.
So stick around. We're going to have that to you very shortly. Hope you enjoyed that game as much as we did. And I'll thank you, Janice Jobin, for being with us.
Thank you very much, Hans.
Beautiful. We'll see you guys. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll talk at you
I'm
tomorrow
talking
anyway.
Tomorrow too, so I'll see you guys tomorrow as well.
Excellent stuff.
Okay, thanks
Enjoy.
guys. Bye.
Hey guys, this is Trixie for Downunder Derby, ready to bring you some highlights of the game. It was a fantastic game between the Scartel and the Vanguard. I am joined by the delightful Simon Chambers, who kicked some real butt today, and I'd like to add, picked up 2 of your team's 6 penalties throughout the entire game. So I will actually start with talking about how fantastic you guys played this entire game. It was a very clean game, I must add, and you have some very strong jammers, I noticed. But the Scartel really brought it with those fantastic, offensive walls of this.
Definitely, yeah.
But I didn't realize I'm not holding the mic up to your mouth as often as I should. I want to know, what did you guys come into this game? It's your second game of the day. Do you guys come into this with any different goals or anything?
So we really wanted to be really controlled in this game. The previous game we felt like we were a little bit just not clear with what we were thinking, how we were approaching things. We came in here and we really wanted to let's make sure we work together, make sure we be really coordinated, communicate really clearly and calmly with our jammers, and I think we definitely achieved that. Scartel brought some awesome offense, which was really hard to get out of. We've trained ourselves to kind of slip around that offense or just counter it, but they were doing it so well that it was quite difficult to challenge it. But yeah, so we just really came in with keep our formations, keep calm and collected, and really calm communication, which in turn gets you to do your actions in a calm manner, and you're much less likely to get a penalty, even though I got 2.
Well, it was an absolute delight watching you play today, and it's really good to hear all of that important feedback. You guys really came into this very strong-minded. You were very prepared. Yep. It was really nice to see, and I can't wait to see what you guys do for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.